Hello, I'm back with another video just to show all of the crazy things that are happening in my life that God is meaning for good. So I went and I put more stuff at my son's gravesite after his father had taken it down, and I felt good. I made this cross and I put these beautiful flowers and this banner, just a bunch of awesome things that represented my child and that gave me peace, and I worked hard on them. And I put them at his gravesite. And a couple of days ago, got a message on my phone from his father, cussing me out, telling me, stop putting things at his gravesite. I paid for that plot. And it was all designed for me to be hurt and cry and be upset and say, why would he do that? And I have to be honest that at first, I thought that would have been my reaction. But on the contrary, it wasn't. Because I saw it for what it was. God revealed to me that this man is a part of the principalities. He is working with the devil, trying to steal from my joy and to take away from my peace. Because as God said, we are not fighting against flesh and blood, we're fighting against principalities, which means we're fighting against the devil who's working through some of these people. But I found myself, after receiving that disgusting email, or voicemail, excuse me, I found myself sleeping peaceful. And I was able to forgive him that night, and even got up the next day and prayed for him. Prayed that whatever was inside of this man, God would just help him to get through it, and he would be okay in life. I never even thought I was even capable of doing that. Not for somebody who I feel like has gone out of his whole way to try to hurt me. This situation has been extremely difficult for me in life to get through. And he has done his absolute best to make it as hard as humanly possible. But as I said, I was able to sleep peaceful. And I also was able to forgive him. Because I realized that this man, even though he was really never a father to my child, I realized that he is going through a lot in his own world. So he's trying to pass that buck on me. But I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to receive that, because I don't deserve it. I'm putting this out there because I want people to understand that there are a lot of people out here who are trying to hurt us in the most horrific ways. And I lost my child. Some of us are going through other things, and we got people in our lives who have gone out of their way to make our lives more difficult. And we wonder, why would they do that? What would make them, compel them to act that way towards us? But it is peace, and it is the God that's within us that they're trying to destroy. Well, I am not destroyed, and I even feel for this brother, and I pray that God will come into his life and give him peace, because I don't deserve anything that he's coming to me with, so I'm not going to receive it. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to him. And the reason that I'm here today is because I know there's a lot of us going through things, and sometimes we feel like it is just beyond what we can handle. And it's the worst thing that could ever happen. And nobody, excuse me, nobody knows what we're going through. But I'm here to tell you that we all have our own crosses to bear. We're dealing with our own pressures and stresses, but nothing is too hard for God. He can bring us through all and everything. I never thought I would recover. In my last video, I didn't tell you exactly why my son or how my son passed. He had pneumonia, staphylococcus meningitis, which I'd never heard of before that. And I found out after the fact, because when I brought him to the hospital, they didn't check pretty much for anything. And I lost him suddenly. But the reason why I'm telling you this is because you just don't know what can happen in life. And because you don't know that, what can happen, love on the people that you have here, that you do have, that love you. Not on the people that don't serve you or really treat you unwell. There's a lot of people out here that we give all of our energy to who wouldn't even spit on us if we was on fire. And it's easy because we think because they're family or because they're friends or have been friends for a long time, sometimes you get used to people treating you a certain way and you still think that that's their way of loving you. Well, love don't hurt. Love doesn't ridicule. Love doesn't distance itself from you when you need them the most. Love is real and it's true. Our children, sometimes they get on our nerves, and our parents, sometimes they get on our nerves, but these people love us, well, some love us unconditionally. And those are the people that some of us treat the worst. I loved on my son, but I didn't always appreciate him. And I thought, well, I need to discipline and I need to make sure that he's on the right path, so I would keep him from his tablet or computers or even put him on punishment. I wasn't doing the wrong thing, but what I wasn't doing was trying to find other ways to fix the problem. But now that I'm on the other side and not having him anymore, I can see a lot of things I wish I had done differently. So I want to put out there that our children, they're learning. They have no idea what to do. We have lived longer, at least long enough to have children. And even those who don't have children, we need to be softer on the people who don't know what we know and realize that they're just coming into that knowledge. So I'm putting this out here because I want, the people at the sound of my voice to just know it's okay to be soft and to be loving. It's all right to have discipline and teach your children and the people around you lessons of life. But we don't have to be hard. Sometimes we can do it in a soft way. If I had an opportunity to have my son back in my life, I would let him know how much he means to me. And I would smile at even his mistakes, because I would be grateful to even see them and have them in my life. So what I can't have, I want to be able to give to others. I want to be able to give an opportunity for others to kiss, hug, and love on the people that truly mean something to them. And hopefully separate themselves from the people who really don't mean you any well. And it's really not hard to notice if you're paying attention. There are people out here in this world who we'll see every single day and talk to every day on the phone, who really don't care much about us. Because when things go wrong or things are difficult for us, they're nowhere to be found. Or they don't have good words to share to get us out of those situations. But when times are good, they're right there in your face. And we think, oh, well, we can remember when they were good to us. Yeah, because things were good. But when things weren't so good, where were they? And what were they doing for you? And how did they help you in life? One thing I'll say is, we have got to learn to love ourselves so that we can see love when it comes to us. And God will reveal that love and show us what love truly is, because He is really there when we need Him the most. And I know that some people might see it and say, well, I can't see Him, and how do I know? Faith is believing of the things that you can't see. And we have faith in people that we see every day that show us over and over that they aren't worthy of it. And I know that I have been protected by God. I know it. Because I wouldn't have made it this far. Not with all the hurt and the pain that I've gone through. I could not have made it this far without the Lord. And I'm grateful now to have a beautiful, wonderful church home and people in my life now that I can see the love of God coming from them and shining on me. And I want that. I want that for all of us. I want to see all of us looking out for people and being a light in dark situations. Because we're all going through something. And my pain and struggle may not be exactly your pain, but nothing is too hard for God to get through. He has delivered me from addiction. He's delivered me from pain that I didn't even know was able to be delivered from. And I want to say that I am truly grateful for all that I've gone through. As crazy as that sounds, because it made me to who I am today. A worthy person, a person who can get out here and talk to you and others about how good God is. Because had I not gone through what I've gone through, I couldn't be who I am. And I say that to other people also. Some of you out here have gone through things that other people could not even imagine. And if you did not die or you did not fall away, it made you stronger. So help other people get through their triumphs or their hard places, to get through their turmoil and the things that they think they can't survive. Let them know that, hey, I got through this, and with God's help, you can get through it too. Faith is a beautiful thing. What we see out here in the world is not real. The glitz and the glam, perception of it all, that's not real, and it's not going to sustain you. But what we can feel, what feels good to us, what we can hold in our hearts, those things are real. And I just wanted to give that message today because it was obviously on my heart. But I just want to let anyone who can hear this know that you can go through some things. It doesn't mean you have to fall victim to it. I am not a victim. I am one of God's warriors. And I am surviving. I'm even smiling. I'm even praying and forgiving the people who hurt me the most. Because that's where my freedom and my peace comes into play. It doesn't cost you anything to forgive, but it will cost you a lot not to forgive. And I just want to say thank you for listening to me and hearing me. And I hope this helps. And if it does, please like and share. Give it to somebody who might need to hear these words. Because I love you all, and I truly want to see the best for everybody in my midst. Everybody. So I want to say God bless you. Thank you for allowing me to share my message with you. And there is more to come. And be well. Peace.